not? I shall make a Star Chamber matter of it. If he were 20 Sir John Falstaffs, he shall not abuse Robert Shallow, Esquire.
In the county of Gloucester, justice of peace and quorum.
The council shall bear it. It is a riot.
It is not meet that the council hear a riot. There's no fear of God in a riot. The council, look you, shall desire to hear the fear of God and not to hear a riot. Take your vizaments in that.
Oh, my life, if I were young again, the sword should end it.
It is better that friends is the sword and end it. And there is another device in my brain, which peradventure shall bring good discretions with it. There is Anne Page, daughter to Master George Page, which is pretty virginity.
Mistress Anne Page, she has dark hair and speaks small like a woman?
It is that fair person for all the world, is just as you would desires, and 700 pounds of moneys and gold and silver is her grandsire's upon his deathbed, God deliver to a joyful resurrection give, when she is able to overtake 17 years old. It were a good motion if we leave our pribbles and prabbles and desire marriage between Master Abraham and Mistress Anne Page.
Did her grandsire leave her 700 pound?
Aye, and her father is make her a petter penny.
I know the young gentlewoman. She has good gifts.
700 pounds and possibilities is good gifts.
Well, let us see honest Master Page. Is Falstaff there?
Shall I tell you a lie? I do despise a liar, as I do despise one that is false, or as I despise one that is not true. The knight Sir John is there, and I beseech you, be ruled by your well-willers. I will beat the door for Master Page. What, oh, God bless your house here.
Who's there?
Here is God's blessings and your friend, and here Justice Shallow, and here young Master Slender, that peradventure shall tell you another tale if matters grow to your likings.
I'm glad to see your worships well. I thank you for my venison, Master Shallow.
Master Page, I am glad to see you. Much good doeth your good heart. I wished your venison better. It was ill killed. How doth good Mistress Page, and I thank you always with my heart, with my heart.
Sir, I thank you.
Sir, I thank you. By yea and no, I do.
I'm glad to see you, Master Shallow.
Is Sir John Falstaff here?
Sir, he is within, and I would I could do a good office between you.
It is spoke as Christians ought to speak.
He hath wronged me, Master Page.
Sir, he doth in some sort confess it.
If it be confessed, it is not redressed. Is that not so, Master Page? He hath wronged me, indeed he hath. At a word, he hath. Believe me, Robert Shallow, Esquire, saith, he is wronged.
Here comes Sir John.
Now, Master Shallow, you'll complain of me to the king?
Knight, you have beaten my men, killed my deer, and broke open my lodge.
But not kissed your keeper's daughter?
Tut, a pin! This shall be answered.
Well, I will answer it straight. I have done all this. That is now answered.
The council shall know this.
Oh, 'twere better for you if it were known in council. You'll be laughed at.
How could that be, Sir John? Good warts.
Good warts. Good cabbage. Oh, Slender, I broke your head. What matter have you against me?
Marry, sir, I have matter in my head against you, and against your coney-catching rascals, Bardolph, Nim, and Pistol.
You Banbury cheese!
Aye, it is no matter.
How now, Mephistopheles?
It is no matter.
Slice, I say. Parker, slice. That's my humor.
Where is my man Simple? Can you tell, cousin?
Peace, I pray you. Now let us understand. There is 3 umpires in this matter, as I understand it. There is Master Page, Fidelis at Master Page. There is myself, Fidelis at myself. And the 3 party is, lastly and finally, mine host of the Garter.
We 3 to hear it and end it between them.
Very good. I will make a brief of it in my notebook, and afterwards work upon the cause with as great discreetly as we can.
Pistol!
He hears with ears?
The devil in his tam, what phrase is this he hears with ears? There's affectations.
Pistol, did you pick Master Slender's purse?
Aye, by these gloves did he. Or I would I might ne'er come in my own great chamber again, else. By these gloves.
Is this true, Pistol?
No, it is false, if it is a pick purse.
Ha!
Thou mountain foreigner, Sir John and mastermind, I combat challenge of this Latin bilbo. Word of denial, thy labrys here. Word of denial, froth and scum, thou liest.
By these gloves, then. 'Twas he.
Be advised, sir, and past good humors. I will say, merry trap with you if you run nut hook's humor with me.
By this hat, then. He in the red face had it. For though I cannot remember what you made me do when I was drunk, yet I am not altogether an ass.
Oh, what say you, Scarlet and John?
I, sir, for my part, I say the gentleman had drunk himself out of his 5 sentences.
It is his 5 senses. Why, what the ignorance is.
And being fat, sir, was, as they say, cashiered. And so conclusions past the careers.
Ah, you spake in Latin then too. But 'tis no matter. I'll ne'er be drunk whilst I live again, but in civil, honest, godly company for this trick. For if I be drunk with those that fear God, and not with drunken knaves.
So God judge me, that is a virtuous mind.
You hear all these matters tonight, gentlemen. You hear it.
Daughter, bring the wine within. We'll drink within.
Oh, heavens! This is Mistress Anne Page.
How now, Mistress Ford?
Mistress Ford, by my troth, you are very well met. By your leave, good mistress.
Wife, bid these gentlemen welcome. Come, we have hot venison pasty to dinner. Come, gentlemen, I hope we shall drink down all unkindness.
I had rather than 40 shillings I had my book of songs and sonnets here. How now, Simple? Where have you been? I must wait on myself, must I? You have not the book of riddles about you, have you?
Book of Riddles? Why, did you not lend it to Alice Shortcake upon All Hallows last, a fortnight afore Michaelmas?
Come, Coz, come, Coz. We stay for you, Coz. A word with you. Marry this, Coz. There is, as it were, a kind of tender made afar off by Sir Hugh here. Do you understand me?
Aye, sir, you shall find me reasonable. If it be so, I will do that is reason.
Nay, but understand me.
And so I do.
Give ear to his motions, Master Slender. I will description the matter to you, if you be a capacity of it.
Nay, I will do as my cousin Shallow says. I pray you pardon me. He is justice of peace in his country. Simple though I stand here.
But that is not the question. The question is concerning your marriage.
Aye, that's the point, sir.
Merry is it, the very point of it, to Mistress Anne Page.
Why, if it be so, I will marry her on any reasonable demands.
But can you affection the woman? Let us command to know that of your mouth or of your lips. For diverse philosophers hold that the lips is parcel to the mouth. Therefore, precisely, can you carry her your desires towards her?
Cousin Abraham Slender, can you love her?
I hope, sir, I shall do as it shall become one that would do reason.
Nay, God's lords and his ladies, you must speak possible if you can carry her your goodwill to the maid.
That you must. Will you, upon good dowry, marry her?
I will do a greater thing than this, upon your request, cousin, in any reason.
Nay, conceive me, sweet coz. What I do is to pleasure you. Can you love the maid?
I will marry her, sir, upon your request. But if there be no love in the beginning, yet heaven may decrease it upon better acquaintance. When we are married and have more occasion to know one another, I hope upon familiarity may grow contempt. But if you say, marry her, I will marry her.
It is a very discretion answer. Save for the fall is in the word dissolutely. The word is resolutely. His meaning is good.
I think my cousin means well.
Aye, or else I might be hanged.
Oh, here comes fair Mistress Anne. Oh, Mistress Anne, would I were young for your sake.
The dinner is on the table. My father desires your worship's company.
Oh, I wait on him, fair Mistress Anne.
God's blessed will, I will not be absent at the grace.
Will it please your worship to enter, sir?
I thank you forsooth heartily. I am very well.
Please go in, sir.
I am not hungry. I thank you forsooth. Go, Sirrah. For all you are my man, go wait upon my cousin Shallow. Justice of the peace sometimes may be beholding to his friend for a man. I keep but 3 men and a boy yet till my mother be dead. But what though? Yet I live like a poor gentleman born.
I cannot go in without your worship. They will not sit until you come.
I'll eat nothing. I thank you as much as though I did.
Please, sir, walk in.
I had rather walk here, I thank you. I bruised my shin the other day, playing at sword and dagger with a master of fence. 3 pennies for a dish of stewed prunes, and by my troth, I cannot abide the smell of hot meat since.
Now, Mr. Thunder, come in. We stay for you.
I'll eat nothing. I thank you, sir.
By cock and pie, you shall not choose, sir. Come, come.
Nay, pray you lead the way.
Come on, sir.
Mr. Sam, yourself shall go first.
Not I, sir. Pray you, keep on.
I had rather be unmannerly than troublesome. You do yourself wrong indeed.
Go your ways and ask of Dr. Caius' house, which is the way. And there dwells one mistress quickly, which is in the manner of his nurse, his dry nurse, his cook, his laundry, his washer, his ringer.
Well, sir.
Nay, it is better yet. Give her this letter, for it is a woman that's altogether as acquaintance with Mistress Anne Page. And the letter is to desire and require her to solicit your master's desires to Mistress Anne Page. Pray you be gone. I will make an end of my dinner. There's pippins and cheese to come.
Oh, mine host of the garter. What says my bully rook? Speak scholarly and wisely. Truly, my host, I must turn away some of my followers. Oh, discard, bully Hercules. Cashier, let them wag. Trot, trot. I sit at 10 pounds a week. Oh, thou art an emperor, Caesar, Kaiser, Feezer. I will entertain Bardolph. He shall draw, he shall tap. Said I well, bully Hector? Do so, good mine host. I have spoke, let him follow. Let me see thee froth and lime. I am at a word, follow. Bardolph.
Follow him. A tapster's a good trade. An old cloak makes a new jerkin, a withered serving man a fresh tapster. Go! Adieu!
It is a life I have desired. I will thrive.
Praise Hungarian white, wilt thou the spigot wield?
He was got in drink. Is not the humor conceited?
Well, my sirs, I'm almost out at heels.
Why then the kibes ensue?
Well, there's no remedy. I must coney catch. I must shift.
Young ravens must have food.
Oh, well, which of you know Ford of this town?
I ken the white. He is of substance good.
Well, my honest lads, I will tell you what I am about.
2 yards and more?
No quips now, pistol. I am indeed in the waist 2 yards about, but I am now about no waist. I am about thrift. Briefly, I do mean to make love to Ford's wife. I spy entertainment in her. She discourses, she carves, she gives the leer of invitation. I can construe the action of her familiar style, and the hardest voice of her behavior, to be English rightly, is, I am Sir John Falstaff's.
He hath translated her well, out of honesty and into English.
Now, the report goes, she hath all the rule of her husband's purse. I have written me here a letter to her, and here another to Page's wife, who even now gave me good eyes too, examined my parts with most judicious oyards. Sometimes the beam of her view gilded my foot, sometimes my portly belly.
Then did the beam on dunghill shine.
Oh, she did so coarse on my exteriors with such a greedy intention, the appetite of her eyes seemed to scorch me up like a burning glass. Here's another letter to her. She bears the purse, too. She is a region in Guyana, all gold and bounty. I will be cheaters to them both, and they shall be exchequers to me. They shall be my East and West Indies, and I will trade to them both. Go, bear thou this letter to Mistress Page, and thou this to Mistress Ford. We will thrive, lads. We will thrive.
Shall I Sir Pandarus of Troy become, and by my side wear steel?
I'll run no base humor. Here, take the humor letter. I will keep the have your reputation.
Hold, sirrah. Bear you these letters tightly. Sail like my pinnace to these golden shores. Rogues, hence, avant, vanish like hailstones, go! Trudge, plod away the hoof, seek shelter, pack! Falstaff will learn the humor of the age. French thrift, you rogues. Myself and Scotted Page. Ha!
Let vultures gripe thy guts, base Phrygian Turk.
I have operations which be humors of revenge.
Wilt thou revenge?
I by Welkin and her star.
With wit or with steel?
With both humors I. I'll discuss the humor of this love to Page.
And I to Ford shall eke unfold how Falstaff, varlet vile, his dove will prove, his gold will hold, and his soft couch defile.
My humor shall not cool. I'll incense Page to deal in poison. I'll possess him with the yellowness, for this revolt of mine is dangerous. That's the true humor of it.
Thou art the Mars of malcontents. I second thee. Troop on.
John! John, I say! Oh, I pray you go to the casement and see if you can see my master, Master Dr. Caius, coming. If he do with faith and finds anybody in the house, here will be an old abusing of God's patience and the king's English.
I'll go watch.
Go, and we'll have a posset for it soon at night, of faith, at the latter end of a sea-coal fire. And honest, willing, and kind fellows ever servant shall come in house withal, and I warrant you no telltale nor no breed bait. Oh, he is something peevish, but nobody but has his fault. But let that pass. Peter, simple you say your name is.
Aye, for fault of a better.
And Master Slender's your master?
Aye, forsooth.
Does he not wear a great round beard like a glover's paring knife?
No, forsooth, he hath but a little wee face, with a little yellow beard, a cane-colored beard.
A softly spirited man, is he not?
Aye, forsooth, but he is as tall a man of his hands as any is between this and his head.
How say you? Oh, I should remember him. Does he not hold up his head, as it were, and strut in his gait?
Yes, indeed does he.
Well, heaven send Anne Page no worse fortune. Tell Master Parson Evans that I will do your master what good I can. Anne is a good girl, and I...
Alas!
What?
Here comes my master!
We shall all be shent! Oh, run in this closet, good young man. He will not stay long. Oh, John, go inquire after my master. I doubt that he be not well that he comes not home. Oh.
What is you sing? De la l'air de toys. Pray you, go and fetch me in my closet, Boetje werd a box. A green box. Do you intend what I speak? A green box?
Aye, forsooth, I'll fetch it you. I'm glad he went not in himself. If he had found the young man, he would have been horn mad.
Ma foi, il fait faux chaud. Je meurs la cour, le grand affaire.
Is it this, sir?
Ah, oui. Mets-le mon pocket. Dépêche quickly. Where is that canard, rugby?
Well, John, I say.
Here, sir.
You are Jean Rugby and you are Jacques Rugby. Take your rapier and come after my eels to the court.
'Tis ready, sir, here in the porch.
By my throat, I tarry too long. Ah! At me! Que j'oublie! There is something simplest in my closet that I will not for the world that I should leave behind.
I mean, he'll find the young man here and be mad. Oh.
Ah! Diable! Villainy alone! What is in my closet?
Oh, good master, be content.
Rugby my rapier!
Be content, good master.
Wherefore shall I be content?
The young man is an honest man.
What should an honest man do in my closet? There is no honest man that shall come in my closet.
I beseech you, sir, be not so phlegmatic. Hear the truth of it. He came of an errand to me from Parson Hugh.
Well?
I, forsooth, desire...
A peace, I pray you.
Ah! Piece of your tongue. Speak of your tale.
To desire this honest gentlewoman, your maid, to speak a good word to Mistress Anne Page for my master in the way of marriage.
Aye, that is all, indeed. But I'll ne'er put my finger in the fire, and need not.
Sir Hugh send you? Rugby! Belly me some pepper! Tarry you a little while.
I'm glad he is so quiet. Had he been thoroughly moved, you would have heard him so loud and so melancholy. But notwithstanding, man, I will do you, your master, what good I can. And the very yea in the know of it is, that the French doctor, my master, I may call him my master, look you, for I keep his house, and I wash, wring, brew, bake, scour, dress meat and drink, make the beds, and do all myself.
'Tis a great charge to come under one body's hand.
Are you advised of that? You shall find it to be a great charge. And to be up early and down late? But notwithstanding that, to tell you in your ear, I would have no words of it. My master himself is in love with Mistress Anne Page. Oh, but notwithstanding, I know Anne's mind for that. That's neither here nor there.
You scurry jackanap! Carry this letter to Sir Hugh. It is a challenge! I shall cut his throat in the pack and teach a scurvy jackanap to meddle or make. Ah, you may be gone. It is no good you tarry here.
Oh. Alas, sir, he speaks but for a friend.
It is no matter, Verdad. Did you not tell me that I shall have un page for myself? By God, I will kill the priest, and I have appointed my host of the Garter to measure our weapons. By God, I will myself have un page.
Why, sir, the maid loves you, and all shall be well. We must give folks leave to prate.
Rugby, come to the court with me. If I have not un page, I shall turn your head out of my door. Rugby, come at my heels.
You shall have Anne, fool's head of your own. No, I know Anne's mind for that. Never woman in Windsor knows more of Anne's mind than I do, nor can do more than I do with her, I thank heaven.
Who's within there?
Who's there, I trow? Come near the house, I pray you.
Ah, how now, good woman, how dost thou?
The better that it pleases your good worship to ask.
What news? How does pretty Mistress Anne?
Oh, why, and she is pretty, sir, and kind and gentle, and one that is your friend. I may tell you that, by the way. I praise heaven for it.
Shall I do any good, thinkest thou? Shall I not lose my suit?
Oh, troth, sir, all is in his hands above. Oh, but notwithstanding, Master Fenton, I'll be sworn on a book, she loves you.
Well, I shall see her tonight. Hold, there's money for thee. Let me have thy voice in my behalf. If thou seest her before me, commend me.
Oh, will I? Faith, that I will.
Ah, well, farewell. I am in great haste now.
Well, farewell, Master Fenton. Truly an honest gentleman. But Anne loves him not. For I know Anne's mind as well as another does. Oh, out upon it. What have I forgot?
What? Have I escaped love letters in the holiday time of my beauty? And am I now a subject for them? Let me see. Ask me no reason why I love you. For although love use reason for his physician, he admit him not for his counselor. You are not young. No more am I. Go to, then there's sympathy. You are merry, so am I. Ha ha, then there's more sympathy. You love wine. So do I. Would you then desire better sympathy? Let it suffice thee then, Mistress Page, if the love of soldier can suffice, that I love thee. I will not say pity me, but I say love me. By me, thine own true knight, by day or night, or any kind of light, with all his might for thee to fight, John Falstaff! What a Herod of Jewry is this? A wicked world! One that is well-nigh worn to pieces with age, to show himself a young gallant. What an unweighed behavior hath this Flemish drunkard picked with the devil's name out of my conversation, that he dare in this manner essay me? Why, I have not been thrice in his company. What should I say to him? I was then frugal of my mirth. Heaven forgive me. Why, I'll exhibit a bill in the Parliament for the putting down of men. How shall I be revenged on him? For revenged I will be, as sure as his guts are made of puddings.
Oh, Mistress Page, trust me, I was coming to your house.
Oh, and trust me, I was coming to you. You look very ill.
Hey, I never believed that. I have to show to the contrary.
Faith, but you do in my mind.
Well, I do then. Yet I say I could show you to the contrary. Mistress Page, give me some counsel.
Oh, what's the matter, woman?
Oh, woman. Well, if it weren't for one trifling respect, I could come to such honor.
Dispense with the trifle. Woman, take the honor. What is it? Dispense with trifles? What is it?
If I would go but to hell for an eternal moment or so, I could be knighted.
What? Thou liest! Sir Alice Ford.
We burn daylight. Here, read. Perceive how I might be knighted. I shall think the worse of fat men as long as I have an eye to make difference of men's liking. Yet he would not swear. Praised women's modesty, and gave such orderly and well-behaved reproof to all uncomeliness, that I would have sworn his disposition would have gone to the truth of his word. But they do no more adhere and keep place together than the 100th psalm to the tune of green sleeves. What tempests I trow through this whale, with so many tons of oil in his belly ashore at Windsor. How shall I be revenged on him? I think the best way were to entertain him with hope, until the wicked fire of lust have melted him in his own grease. Did you ever hear the like?
Letter for letter, but that the name of Page and Ford differs. To thy great comfort in this mystery of ill opinions, here's the twin brother to thy letter. But let thine inherit first, for I protest mine never shall. I warrant he had 1,000 of these letters, writ with blank space for different names. Sure, more. And these are the 2nd edition. He will print them out of doubt, for he cares not what he puts into the press when he would put us to. I had rather be a giantess and lie under Mount Pelion. Well, I will find you 20 lascivious turtles ere one chaste man.
Why, this is the very same, the very hand, the very word. What doth he think of us?
Nay, I know not. For sure, does he know some strain in me that I know not myself? He should never have boarded me in such a fury.
Boarding, call you it. I will be sure to keep him above deck.
So will I. If he come under my hatches, I'll never to see again. Let's be revenged on him. Let's appoint him a meeting, give him a show of comfort in his suit, and lead him on with a fine baited delay, till he hath pawned his horses to mine host of the Garter.
Nay, I will consent to act any villainy against him that may not sully the chariness of our honesty. Oh, that my husband saw this letter, it would give eternal food to his jealousy.
Wait, look where he comes, and my good man too. He's as far from jealousy as I am from giving him cause, and that, I hope, is an unmeasurable distance.
You are the happier woman.
Let's go consult together against this greasy knight. Come hither.
Well, I hope it be not so.
Hope is a curtal dog in some affairs. Sir John affects thy wife.
Why, sir, my wife is not young.
He woos both high and low, both rich and poor, both young and old, one with another.
Love my wife.
With liver burning hot. Prevent, or go thou like Sir Actaeon, he with ringwood at thy heels. Oh, odious is a name.
What name, sir?
The horn, I say. Farewell. Take heed, have open eye, for thieves do put by night. Take heed, ere summer come, and cuckoo birds do sing. Away, Sir Corporal Nym. Believe it, page, he speaks sense.
I will be patient. I will find out this.
This is true what I say. I like not the humor of lying. He hath wronged me in some humors. I should have borne the humor letter to her. But I have a sword, and it shall bite upon my necessity. She loves your wife. That's the long and the short. My name is Corporal Nym. I speak, I avouch. It is true he loves your wife, and my name is Nym. That's the humor of it. I do not like the humor of bread and cheese. That's the humor of it. I do.
The humor of it, quoth he. Here's a fellow who frights the English out of his wits.
I will seek out Falstaff.
I've never heard such a drawling, affecting rogue.
If I do find it, well.
I wouldn't believe such a one if the priest of the town commended him for a true man.
'Twas a good, sensible fellow. Well.
How now, Meg?
Whither go you, George? Hark you.
How now, sweet Frank? Why art thou melancholy?
I'm melancholy. I am not melancholy. Get you home, go.
Faith, thou hast some crotchets in thy head now. Will you go, Mistress Page?
Have with you. You come to dinner, George. Look who comes yonder. She shall be our messenger to this poultry night.
Trust me, I thought on her. She'll fit it.
You have come to see my daughter, Anne.
Aye, forsooth, and I pray, how does good Mistress Anne?
Go in with us and see. We have an hour's talk with you.
How now, Master Ford?
You heard what this knave told me, did you not?
Yes, and you heard what the other told me.
Do you think there is any truth in them?
Oh, hang 'em, slaves. I don't think the knight would offer it. And these that accuse him in his intent towards our wives are of the yoke of his discarded men, the very rogues. Now they be out of service.
Were they his men?
Mary, they were.
I like it never the better for that. Does he lie at the garter?
Aye, Mary he does. And if he should intend this voyage towards my wife, I would turn her loose to him. And what more he got of her than sharp words, let it lie on my head.
I do not misdoubt my wife, but I would be loath to turn them together. A man may be too confident. I would have nothing lie on my head. I cannot be thus satisfied.
Look where my ranting host to the garter comes. There's either money in his purse or liquor in his pate when he looks so merrily. How now, mine host?
How now, bully rook, thou art a gentleman. Cavallero justice, I say.
I follow, mine host. I follow. Good even and 20. Good master page. Won't you come with us? We have some sport at hand.
Tell him, Cavallero justice. Tell him, bully rook.
There is a fray to be fought between Sir Hugh, the Welsh priest, and Caius, the French doctor.
Good mine host of the garter, a word with you.
What sayest thou, my bully rook?
Won't you come with us to behold it? My merry host hath had the measuring of their weapons, and I think hath appointed them contrary places. For believe me, the parson is no jester. Hark, I shall tell you what our sport shall be.
Hast thou no suit against my knight, my august Cavallero?
None, I protest. But I will give you a bottle of burnt sack to give me recourse to him, and tell him my name is Brooke, only for a jest.
My hand, bully, thou shalt have egress and regress. Said I well? And thy name shall be Brooke. It is a merry night. Will you go, Mynheers?
Have with you, mine host.
I hear the Frenchman hath good skill with his rapier.
Tut, sir, I could have told you more. In these times you stand on your distance, your passes and staccatos, I know not what. 'Tis the heart, Master Page, 'tis the heart. I knew a time when with my long sword I would have made you tall fellows skip like rats.
Here, boys, here. Shall we wag?
I'm with you. I'd rather hear them scold than fight.
Though Page be a secure fool and stand so firmly on his wife's frailty, yet I cannot put off my opinion so easily. She was in his company at Page's house, and what they made there I know not. Well, I will look further into it, and I have a disguise to sound Falstaff. If I find her honest, I lose not my labor. If she be otherwise, 'tis labor well bestowed.
I will not lend thee a penny.
Why then, the world's mine oyster, which I with sword will open.
Not a penny. I have been content, sir, that you should lay my countenance to pawn. I have grated upon my good friends for 3 reprieves for you and your couch fellow Nym, or else you would look through the grate like a Gemini of baboons. I am damned in hell for swearing to gentlemen, my friends, that you were good soldiers and tall fellows. And when Mistress Bridget lost the handle of her fan, I took upon mine honor thou hadst it not.
Didst thou not share? Hadst thou not 15 pence?
Reason, you rogue, reason! Think'st thou I'll endanger my soul, gratis? At a word, hang no more about me. I'm no gibbet for you. Go. You'll not bear a letter for me. You stand upon your honor. Why, thou unconfinable baseness? It's as much as I can do to keep the terms of my honor precise. I myself sometimes, leaving the fear of God on the left hand, and hiding mine honor in my necessity, am fain to shuffle, to hedge, and to lurch. And yet you, rogue, will ensconce your rags, your catamountain looks, your red lattice phrases, and your bold-beating oaths under the shelter of your honor. You will not do it! You!
I do relent. What would thou more of man?
Sir, here's a woman would speak with you.
Let her approach.
I give your worship good morrow.
Good morrow, good wife.
Oh, not so, and please your worship.
Good maid, then.
I'll be sworn as my mother was the first hour that I was born.
I do believe the swearer. What with me?
Oh, shall I vouchsafe your worship a word or two?
Oh, 12,000, fair woman, I'll vouchsafe thee the hearing.
Why, I come to you from Mistress Ford. Oh, I pray you come a little nearer this ways. I myself dwell with Master Dr. Caius.
Well, on Mistress Ford, you say?
Oh, your worship says very well. Oh, I pray your worship, come a little nearer this ways.
I warrant thee, nobody hears. Oh, mine own people. Mine own people.
Are they so? Well, God bless them and make them his servants.
Well, Mistress Ford, what of her?
Why, sir, she's a good creature. Lord, your worship's so wanton. Well, heaven forgive you and all of us, I pray.
Mistress Ford, come. Mistress Ford.
Oh, marry, sir, this is the short and the long of it. You have brought her into such a canaries as 'tis wonderful. The best courtier of them all in the court lay at Windsor could never have brought her into such a canaries. And yet there has been earls and knights and gentlemen in their coaches. I warrant you, coach after coach, letter after letter, gift after gift, smelling so sweetly, so musk and so rustling. And I warrant you in such silk and gold and in such elegant terms. And I warrant you in such wine and sugar of the best and the fairest that would have won any woman's heart. And I warrant you they could never get an eye wink of her. I had myself 20 angels given me this morning, but I defy all angels in any such sort as they say, but in the way of honesty. And I warrant you they could never get her so much as sip on a cup with the proudest of them all. And yet there has been earls, nay, which is more, pensioners, but I warrant you all is one with her.
Oh, what does she say to me? Be brief, my good She Mercury.
Marry, sir, she hath received your letter, for the which she thanks you 1,000 times, and gives you to notify that her husband will be absent from his home between 10 and 11.
10 and 11?
Aye, forsooth. And then you may come and see the picture, she says, that you want. Her husband, Master Ford, will be from home. Alas, the sweet woman leads an ill life with him. He is a very jealousy man.
10 and 11. Commend me to her, woman. I will not fail her.
Why, you say well. Oh, but I have another messenger to your worship. Mistress Page hath her hearty commendations to you, too. And to tell you in your ear she's as virtuous a civil modest wife, and one I tell you that will not miss you morning nor evening prayer, as any as is in Windsor, whoe'er be the other. And she bade me tell your worship that her husband is seldom from home, but she hopes there may come a time. I never knew a woman so dote upon a man. Sure, I think you have charms. Ah, yes, and true.
No, not I assure thee. Setting the attractions of my good parts aside, I have no other charms.
A blessing on your heart for it.
But I pray thee, tell me this. Has Ford's wife and Page's wife acquainted each other how they love me?
Oh, no, that were a trick indeed. No, they have not so little grace, I hope. No, that were a jest indeed. Oh, but you must send Mistress Page your little page of all loves. Her husband has a marvelous infection to the little page. Oh, but truly Master Page is an honest man. Never a woman in Windsor leads a better life than she does. Do what she will, say what she will. Take all, pay all, go to bed when she lists, rise when she lists. All is as she will. But truly she deserves it, for if there be a kind heart in Windsor, she is one. You must send her your little page. No remedy.
Well, why, I will.
Why, then do so. But look you, he may come and go between you both. But in any case, have a nay word, that you may know one another's mind, and the boy never need to understand anything. For 'tis not good that children should know any wickedness. Old folks have discretion, you know, and know the world.
Well, fare thee well, and commend me to them both. Oh, here's my purse.
Oh.
Somewhere in here. There, you are yet my debtor. Boy, go along with this woman. This news distracts me. Sayest thou so, old Jack? Go thy ways. I will make more of my old body than I have done. Will they yet look after thee? Wilt thou, after the expense of so much money, be now a gainer? Oh, good body, I thank thee. Or let them say 'tis grossly done, so it be fairly done, no matter. Ah.
Sir John, there's one Master Brooke below would fain speak with you, and be acquainted with you, and hath sent your worship a morning's draught of sack.
Brooke is his name?
Aye, sir.
Oh, call him in. Such brooks are welcome to me that o'erflow with such liquor. Mistress Ford and Mistress Page, have I encompassed you? Go to! Via!
Bless you, sir.
And you, sir, would you speak with me?
I make bold to press with so little preparation upon you.
Oh, you are welcome. And what is your will? Give us leave, drawer.
Sir, I am a gentleman that have spent much. My name is Brooke.
Well, good Master Brooke, I desire more acquaintance of you.
Sir John, I sue for yours, not to charge you, for I must let you understand I think myself in better plight for a lender than you are, the which hath something emboldened me to this unseasoned intrusion. For they say, if money go before, all ways do lie open.
Oh, money, sir, is a good soldier, and will on.
Oh, troth. And I have a bag of money here, troubles me. If you will help to bear it, Sir John, take all, or half, for easing me of the carriage.
Oh, sir, I know not how I may deserve to be your porter.
I will tell you, if you will give me the hearing.
Oh, speak, good Master Brooke. I shall be glad to be your servant.
Sir, I hear you are a scholar. I will be brief with you, and have been a man long known to me, though I had never so good means as desire to make myself acquainted with you. I shall discover a thing to you wherein I must very much lay open mine own imperfections. But, good Sir John, as you have one eye upon my follies, as you hear them unfolded, turn yet another into the register of your own, that I may pass with a reproof the easier, sith you yourself know how easy it is to be such an offender.
Very well, sir. Proceed.
There is a gentlewoman in this town. Her husband's name is Ford.
Well, sir.
I have long loved her, and I protest to you bestowed much on her, followed her with a doting observance, engrossed opportunities to meet her, feed every slight occasion that could but niggardly give me sight of her, not only bought many presents to give her, but have given largely to many to know what she would have given. I have pursued her as love hath pursued me, which hath been on the wing of all occasions. But whatsoever I have merited, either in my mind or in my means, meed I am sure, I have received none, unless experience be a jewel that I have purchased at an infinite rate, and that hath taught me to say this: love, like a shadow, flies when substance love pursues, pursuing that flies, and flying what pursues.
And have you received no promise of satisfaction at her hands?
Never.
Have you importuned her to such a purpose?
Never.
Of what quality was your love, then?
Like a fair house, built on another man's ground, so that I have lost my edifice by mistaking the place where I erected it.
To what purpose have you unfolded this to me?
When I have told you that, I have told you all. Some say that, though she appear honest to me, yet in other places she enlargeth her mirth so far that there is shrewd construction made of her. Now, Sir John, here is the heart of my purpose. You are a man of excellent breeding, admirable discourse, of great admittance, authentic in your place and person, generally allowed for your many warlike, courselike, and learned preparations.
No, sir.
Believe it, for you know it. Here is money. Spend it, spend it. Spend more. Spend all I have. Only give me so much of your time in exchange of it as to lay an amiable siege to the honesty of this Ford's wife. Use your art of wooing. Win her to consent to you. If any man may, you may as soon as any.
Would it apply well to the vehemency of your affection that I should win what you would enjoy? Methinks you prescribed yourself very preposterously.
Now, understand my drift. She dwells so securely on the excellency of her honor that the folly of my soul dares not present itself. She is too bright to be looked against. But could I come to her with any detection in my hand, my desires had instance and argument to commend themselves. I could drive her then from the ward of her purity, her reputation, her marriage vow, and 1,000 other her defenses which now are too strongly embattled against me. What say you to it, Sir John?
Good Master Brooke, I will first make bold with your money. Next, give me your hand. And last, as I am a gentleman, you shall, if you will, enjoy Ford's wife.
Oh, good sir.
Oh, I say you shall.
Want no money, Sir John, you shall want none.
Want no Mistress Ford, Master Brooke, you shall want none. I may tell you, I shall be with her by her own appointment. Even as you came into me, her assistant or go-between parted from me. I say, I shall be with her between 10 and 11, for at that time, the jealous rascally knave, her husband, will be forth. Oh, come you to me at night, you shall know how I speed.
I am blessed in your acquaintance. Do you know Ford, sir?
Oh, hang him, poor cuckoldly knave, I know him not. Oh, yet I wrong him to call him poor. They say the jealous wittly knave hath masses of money, for the which his wife seems to me well favored. I will use her as the key to the cuckoldly rogue's coffer, and there's my harvest home.
I would you knew, Ford, sir, that you could avoid him if you saw him.
Oh, hang him, mechanical salt butter rogue. I'll stare him out of his wits. I'll awe him with my cudgel. Shall hang like a meteor or the cuckold's horns. Master Brooke, thou shalt know I will predominate over the peasant, and thou shalt lie with his wife. Now, come to me soon at night. Ford's a knave, and I will aggravate his style. Thou, Master Brooke, shalt know him for a knave and a cuckold. Come to me soon at night.
What a damned Epicurean rascal is this? My heart is ready to crack with impatience. Who says this is improvident jealousy? My wife hath sent to him. The hour is fixed. The match is made. Would any man have thought this? Ugh. See the hell of having a false woman. My bed shall be abused. My coffers ransacked. My reputation gnawn at. And I shall not only receive this villainous wrong, but stand under the adoption of abominable terms. And by him that does me this wrong. Terms, names. The Maimon sounds well, Lucifer well, Barbizon well, yet they are the devil's additions, the names of fiends. But cuckold, whittle, cuckold. The devil himself hath not such a name. Page is an ass, a secure ass. He will trust his wife. He will not be jealous. I will rather trust an Irishman with my whiskey bottle. A thief to walk my ambling gelding than my wife with herself. Then she plots. Then she ruminates, then she devises, and what they think in their hearts they may effect. They will break their hearts, but they will effect. God be praised for my jealousy. 11 o'clock the hour. I will prevent this. Detect my wife, be revenged on Falstaff, and laugh at Page. I will about it. Better 3 hours too soon than 1 minute too late. Fie! Cuckold, cuckold, cuckold.
What is the clock, Jacques?
'Tis past the hour, sir. That's where he promised to meet.
By gad! He has severed his soul that he is no come. Oh, by gad, he has prayed his papa well that he is no come. By God, he is dead already, if he be come.
He is wise, sir. He knew your worship would kill him if he came.
By God, the herring is no dead, so I will kill him. Take your rapier, Jacques. I will tell you how I will kill him.
Sir, I cannot fence.
Villainy, take your rapier!
Forbear his company.
Bless thee, bully doctor!
Save thee, Master Dr. Caius.
Now, Master Doctor.
Give you good morrow, sir.
What be all of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, come first.
Oh, to see thee fight, to see thee foin, to see thee traverse, to see thee here, to see thee there, to see thee pass thy punto, thy stock, thy reverse, thy distance, thy moment. What says my Esculapius, my Galen, my heart of elder? Is he dead, bully stale? Is he dead?
By God, he is the coward Jacques Priest of the world, for he is not to show his face.
Oh, thou art a Castilian king urinal, a Hector of Greece, my boy.
I pray you bear witness that me have stayed 6 or 7, 2, 3 hours for him, and he is no come.
He is the wiser man, Doctor. He is a curer of souls, and you a curer of bodies. If you two should fight, you go against the hair of your profession. Is that not so, Master Page?
Why, Master Shallow, you yourself have been a great fighter, though now a man of peace.
Barricans, Master Page, though I am old and of the peace, when I see a sword out, my finger itches to make it. We are justices and doctors and churchmen, Master Page. We have the salt of our youth in us. Are we not sons of women, Master Page?
'Tis true, Master Shallow.
It's be found so, Master Page. Master Dr. Caius, I'm come to fetch you home. I am sworn of the peace. You've showed yourself a wise physician, and Sir Hugh hath showed himself a wise and patient churchman. You must come with me, Dr. Caius.
Pardon, guest justice. A word, Monsieur Muckwater.
Muckwater? What is that?
Muckwater in our English tongue is valor, bully.
By God, then. Me have as much muckwater as the Englishman. Scurvy jackdog. Me will cut his ears.
And he will clapper-claw thee tightly, bully.
Clapper de claw? What is that?
That is, he will make thee amends.
By God, me shall look that he do clapper the claw me, and me shall have it.
And I will provoke him to it, or let him wag.
Me thank you for that.
And moreover, bully. But first, Master Gaston, Master Page, and Eke Cavallero Slender, go you through the town to Frogmore.
Parson Hugh is there, is he?
He is there. See what humor he is in, and I'll bring the doctor about by the fields. Will it do well?
We will do it.
Adieu, good Master Doctor.
By God! Me will kill the priest for he speak for a jackanap to en page.
Oh, and let him die. But first, sheathe thy impatience. Pour cold water on thy collar. Go about the fields with me through Frogmore, and I will bring you to where Mistress Anne Page is at a farmhouse a-feasting, and thou shalt woo her. Said I well?
Oh, by God, me thank you for that. Me love you.
Oh!
And I shall procure you the good guest, the earl, the knight, the lord, the gentleman, my patient.
For the which, I will be thy adversary towards Anne Page. Said I well?
By God, he's very good. Excellent.
Let us wag then.
Come at my ears, Rugby.
I pray you now, good Master Slender's serving man and friend Simple by your name, which way have you looked for Master Caius that calls himself Doctor of Physic?
Marry, sir, the petty ward, the park ward, every way. Old Windsor way and every way but the town way.
I most vehemently desire you also look that way.
I will, sir.
Bless my soul, how full of colours I am and trembling of mind. I shall be glad if you have deceived me. How melancholy I am. I will nog his journals about his knave's costard when I have good opportunities for the work, bless my soul.
Yonder he is coming this way, Sir Hugh.
He's welcome. Heaven prosper the right. What weapons is he?
No weapons, sir. There comes my master, Master Shallow, and another gentleman from Frogmore over the stile this way.
How now, Master Parson? Good morrow, good Sir Hugh. Keep a gamester from his dice, and a good student from his book. It is wonderful.
Sweet Anne Page.
God save thee, Sir Hugh.
God bless you from his mercy's sake, all of you.
What? The word and the sword? Master Parson, do you study them both?
And youthful still, in your doublet and hose this raw, rheumatic day.
There is reasons and causes for it.
We've come to you to do a good office, Master Parson.
Very well. What is it?
Yonder is the most reverend gentleman, who be like having received wrong by some person, is at most odds with his own gravity and patience that ever you saw.
I have lived 80 years and upward. I never met a man of his gravity, patience, and learning so wide of his own respect.
What is he?
I think you know him. Master Dr. Caius, the renowned French physician.
God's will and his passions are my art. I'd as lief you would tell me of a mess of porridge.
Why?
He has no more knowledge of Hippocrates than Galen. And he's a knave, a cowardly knave as you would desire to be acquainted withal.
I warned you, he's the man should fight with him.
Oh, Sweet Anne Page!
Or so it appears by his weapon. Keep them asunder. Oh, here comes Dr. Caius. Aha!
Nay, Master Parson, put in your weapon.
So do you, good doctor.
By God!
Disarm them and let them question. Let them keep their limbs whole and hack our English.
Let me speak a word with your ear. Wherefore will you not admit me?
Pray you, use your patience. In good time.
Bega! You are the coward! Jacques Dog, Jean Up!
Pray you, let us not be laughingstocks to other men's humours. I desire you in friendship, and I will one way or another make you amends. I will nog your urinals about your knave's coxcomb for missing your meetings and appointments.
Diable! Jacques Rugby! Mein host of the Gata! Have I no stat to kill him? Have I not at a place at the point?
As I am a Christian soul now, look you, this is the place appointed. I'll be judgment by mine host to the Garter.
Peace, I say. Gallia and Gaul, French and Welsh, soul curer and body curer.
Oh, very good. Well said, excellent.
Peace, I say. Here, mine host of the Garter. Am I subtle? Am I politic? Am I Machiavel? Shall I lose my doctor? No, for he gives me the potions and the motions. Shall I lose my parson, my priest, my Sir Hugh? No, for he gives me the proverbs and the no-verbs. Give me thy hand, terrestrial. So. Give me thy hand, celestial. So. Boys of art, I have deceived you both. I have directed you to wrong places. Your hearts are mighty, your skins are whole, and let burnt sack be the issue. Come, lay their swords to pawn. Follow me, lads of peace. Follow, follow, follow.
Trust me, a mad host. Follow, gentlemen, follow.
Sweet Anne Page.
Ha! Do I hear that? Have you made a sort of us?
This is well. He has made us his flouting stock. I desire you that we may be friends, and let us gnaw our brains together to be revenge on this same scurvy, cogging companion, the host of the Garter.
By my God, with all of my heart, he'll promise to bring me where he is on page. By God, he is deceiving me too.
Well, I will smite his noddles. Pray you, follow.
Nay, keep your way, little gallant. You were wont to be a follower, but now you are a leader. Whether had you rather lead mine eyes or I your master's heels?
I had rather forsooth go before you like a man than follow him like a dwarf.
Oh, you were a flattering boy. Now I see you'll be a courtier.
Well met, Mistress Page. Whither go you?
Truly, sir, to see your wife. Is she at home?
Aye, and as idle as she may hang together for want of company. I think if your husbands were dead, you two would marry.
Be sure of that. 2 other husbands.
Where had you this pretty weathercock?
I cannot tell what the dickens his name is my husband had him of. What do you call your knight's name, sir?
Sir John Falstaff.
Sir John Falstaff?
He. I can never hit on his name. There is such a league between my good man and he. Is your wife at home indeed?
Indeed she is.
By your leave, sir, I am sick till I see her.
Hath Page any brains? Hath he any eyes? Hath he any thinking? Sure, they sleep. He hath no use of them. Why, this boy will carry a letter 20 mile, as easy as a cannon will shoot point blank 12 score. He pieces out his wife's inclinations. He gives her folly motion and advantage, and now she's going to my wife and Falstaff's boy with her. Oh, a man may hear this shower sing in the wind. And Falstaff's boy with her. Good plots, they are laid, and our revolted wives share damnation together. I will take him. Then torture my wife, pluck the borrowed veil of modesty from the so-seeming Mistress Page, divulge Page himself for a secure and willful Actaeon, and to these violent proceedings all my neighbors shall cry aim. The clock gives me my cue, and my assurance bids me search. There I shall find Falstaff. I shall rather be praised for this than mocked, for it is as positive as the earth is firm that Falstaff is there. I will go.
Well met, Master Ford.
Trust me, a good knot. I have good cheer at home, and I pray you all go with me.
I must excuse myself, Master Ford.
And so must I. We have appointed to dine with Mistress Anne Page today, and I would not break with her for more money than I speak of.
We have lingered about a match between Mistress Anne and my cousin Slender here. Today we shall have our answer.
I hope I have your goodwill, Father Page.
You have, Master Slender. I stand wholly for you. My wife, Master Doctor, is for you altogether.
I by God, and the maid is a love of me. My nurse are quickly telling me so much.
What say you to young Master Fenton? He capers, he dances, he has eyes of youth, he writes verses, he speaks holiday, he smells April and May. He will carry it. He will carry it.
Not by my consent, I promise you. The gentleman is of no having. He kept company with the wild prince and Poins. He is of too high a region. No, he will not knit knot in his fortunes with the finger of my substance. If he takes her, let him take her simply. The wealth I have waits on my consent, and my consent goes not that way.
I beseech you heartily, some of you go home with me to dinner. Besides your cheer, you shall have sport. I will show you a monster. Master Doctor, you shall go. So shall you, Master Page, and you, Sir Hugh.
Well, fare you well. We shall have the freer wooing at Master Page's.
Jacques Rugby, you may be gone. I shall come anon.
Well, farewell, my hearts. I will to my honest knight Falstaff, and drink canary with him.
I think I shall drink pipe wine with him first. I will make him dance. Will you go, gentles?
Have with you to see this monster.
What, John? What, Robert?
Quickly! Is the buck basket?
I warrant what, Robert, I say?
Come! Come!
Here, set it here.
Give your men the charge. We must be brief.
Mary, as I told you before, John and Robert, be ready here hard by in the brew house. And when I suddenly call you, come forth. And without any pause or staggering, take this basket on your shoulders. That done, trudge with it in all haste and carry it among the Whitesters in Datchet Mead. And there, empty it in the muddy ditch close by the Thames side.
You will do it?
I had told them over and over again, they lack no direction. Be gone, and come when you are called. There you go.
Here comes little Robin.
How now? What news with you?
My master, Sir John, is coming at your back door, Mistress Ford, and requests your company.
You little Jack, have you been true to us?
Aye, I'll be sworn. My master knows not of your being here and has threatened to put me into everlasting liberty if I tell you of it, for he swears he'll turn me away.
Thou art a good boy. This secrecy of thine shall be a tailor to thee, and shall make for thee a new doublet and hose. I'll go hide me.
Do so. Go tell thy master I'm alone. Mistress Page, remember you your cue.
I warrant you. If I do not act it, hiss me.
Go to then. We'll use this unwholesome humidity, this gross, watery pumpkin. We'll teach him to know turtles from jays.
Have I caught thee, my heavenly jewel? Oh, why now let me die? For I have lived long enough. This is the period of my ambition. Oh, this blessed hour.
Oh, sweet Sir John.
Mistress Ford, I cannot cog. I cannot prate, Mistress Ford. Now shall I sin in my wish. I would thy husband were dead. I'll speak it before the best lord. I would make thee my lady.
Oh, I, your lady? Oh, Sir John, alas, I should be a pitiful lady.
Oh, let the court of France show me such another. I see how thine eye would emulate the diamond. Thou hast the right arched beauty of the brow that becomes the ship tire, the tire valiant, or any tire of Venetian admittance.
Oh, Sir John, my brow becomes nothing else, nor that well neither.
Oh, thou art a tyrant to say so. Thou wouldst make an absolute courtier. And from the fixture of thy foot would give an excellent motion to thy gait in a semicircled farthingale. I see what thou wert if fortune thy foe were not, nature thy friend. Come, thou canst not hide it.
Believe me, there is no such thing in me.
Or what made me love thee? Let that persuade thee there's something extraordinary in thee. Come, I cannot cog and say thou art this and that, like many of these lisping hawthorn buds that come like women in men's apparel. I cannot. But I love thee, and none but thee. And thou deservest it.
Do not betray me, sir. I fear you love Mistress Page.
Oh, thou mightest well say I love to walk by the counter gate, which is as hateful to me as the reek of the lime kiln.
Well, heaven knows how I love you, and you shall one day find it.
Oh, keep in that mind. I'll deserve it.
Nay, I must tell you so you do, or I could not be in that mind.
Mrs. Ford, Mistress Page is coming at the back door, sweating and blowing and looking quite wildly, and would need speak with you presently.
She shall not see me. I will ensconce me in the next chamber.
Pray you do so. She's a very tattling woman.
Mistress Ford, what have you done? You are shamed. You are overthrown. You are undone forever.
What's the matter, good Mistress Page?
Oh, well a day, Mistress Ford, having an honest man to your husband to give him such cause of suspicion.
What cause of suspicion?
Oh, what cause of suspicion? Out on you! How am I mistaken you?
What's the matter, alas?
Your husband's coming hither, woman, with all all the officers in Windsor to search for a gentleman he says is here now in the house by your consent, to take an ill advantage of his absence. You are undone.
Oh, 'tis not so, I hope.
Pray heaven it be not so, that you have such a man here. But 'tis most certain your husband's coming, with half Windsor at his heels, to search for such a one. I am come before to tell you. If you know yourself clear, why, I am glad of it. But if you have a friend here, convey him out. Be not amazed. Call all your senses to you. Defend your reputation, or bid farewell to your good life forever.
Oh, what shall I do? There is a gentleman here, my dear friend. Oh, I fear not my own shame as much as his peril. I had rather than £1,000 he were out of the house.
For shame! Never stand. You had rather, and you had rather. Your husband's here at hand. Bethink you of some conveyance. In the house you cannot hide him. Oh, how you have deceived me! Look! Here is a basket. If he be of any reasonable stature, he may creep in and throw foul linen upon him as if it were going to washing. Or it is whiting time. Send him by your 2 men to Datchet Mead.
Well, he's too big to go in there. What shall I do?
Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, let me see it. Oh, Eileen, follow your friend's counsel. Eileen.
What, Sir John Falstaff? Are these your letters, knight?
I love thee. Help me away. Let me creep in here. I'll never. Oh!
Help cover your master. Call your men, Mistress Ford. Dissembling knight.
What, John? Robert, John! Come, take up these clothes here quickly. Oh, look how you drumble. Carry them to the laundress in Datchet Mead. Quickly, come.
Pray you come near. If I suspect without cause, why then make sport at me. Then let me be your jest. I deserve it. How now, whither bear you this?
To the laundress, forsooth.
What have you to do whither they bear it? You were best meddle with buck washing.
Buck. I would I could wash myself of the buck. Buck. Aye, buck, I warrant you, buck. And of the season too which shall appear. Gentlemen, I have dreamed tonight. I will tell you my dream. Here. Here be my keys. Ascend to my chambers. Search, seek, find out. I warrant we'll unkennel the fox.
Why, Master Ford, be contented. You wrong yourself too much.
True, Master Page. Up, gentlemen. You shall see sport anon. Follow me, gentlemen.
This is very fantastical humors and jealousies.
By God, this is not the fashion of France. There is no jealous in France.
Nay, follow him, gentlemen. See the issue of his search.
Is there not a double excellency in this?
I know not which pleases me better, that my husband is deceived or Sir John.
What a taking was he in when your husband asked who was in the basket?
I'm half afraid he'll be in need of washing, so throwing him into the water will do him a benefit.
Hang him, dishonest rascal. I would all of the same strain were in the same distress.
I think my husband has some special suspicion of Falstaff's being here, for I've never seen him so gross in his jealousy till now.
I will lay a plot to try that. And we'll yet have more tricks with Falstaff. His dissolute disease will scarce obey this medicine.
Shall we send that foolish carrion, Mistress Quickly, to him, and excuse his throwing into the water, and to give him another hope, to betray him to another punishment?
We will do it. Let him be sent for tomorrow, 8 o'clock, to have amends.
I cannot find him. Maybe the knave bragged of that he could not compass.
Heard you that?
You use me well, Master Ford, do you?
Aye, I do so.
Heaven make you better than your thoughts.
Amen.
You do yourself mighty wrong, Master Ford.
Aye, I do so.
If there be anybody in the house or in the chambers, the coffers or the presses, heaven forgive my sins on the day of judgment.
By God, no, I too. There is no bodies.
Fie, fie, Master Ford. Are you not ashamed? What spirit, what devil suggests this imagination? I would not have your distemper in this kind for all the wealth of Windsor Castle.
'Tis my fault, Master Page. I suffer for it.
You suffer for a bad conscience. Your wife's as honest a woman as I would desire, among 5,500 too.
My God, I see too. She is an honest woman.
Well, I promise you all a dinner. Come, walk in the park. I pray you, pardon me. I will hereafter make known to you why I have done this. Come, wife, come, Mistress Page. I pray you pardon me. Pray heartily, pardon me.
Let's go in, but trust me, we will mock him. I do invite you to my house tomorrow morning for breakfast. After, we'll a birding together. I have a fine hawk for the bush. Shall it be so?
Anything.
If there is one, I shall make two in the company.
If there be one or two, I shall make a third.
Get thy father's love. Therefore, no more turn me to him, sweet Nan.
Alas, how then?
Why, thou must be thyself. He doth object I am too great of birth, and that my state being galled with my expense, I seek to heal it only by his wealth. Besides these other bars he lays before me, my riots pass, my wild societies, and tells me 'tis a thing impossible I should love thee but as a property.
Perhaps he speaks true.
No! Heaven so speed me in my time to come, albeit I will confess thy father's wealth was the first motive I wooed thee, and yet wooing thee, I found thee of more value than stamps and gold or sums in sealed bags, and 'tis the very riches of thyself that now I aim at.
Gentle Master Fenton, yet seek my father's love. Still seek it, sir. If opportunity and humble pursuit cannot attain it, why then, help you hither.
Quick, their talk, mistress, quickly. My kinsman shall speak for himself.
I shall make a shaft or bolt of it. Sleep, 'tis but venturing.
Oh, be not dismayed.
Oh, she shall not dismay me. I care not for that, but that I am afeard.
Hark ye! Master Slender would speak a word with you. I come to him. This is my father's choice. Oh, what a world of vile, ill-favored thoughts look handsome at 300 pounds a year. Now, does good Master Fenton pray you a word with you?
To her curses comes. Oh, boy, thou hadst a father.
I had a father, Mr. Sand. My uncle can tell you many good jests of him. Pray you, uncle, tell Mistress Anne of the jest of how my father stole 2 geese out of a pen, good uncle.
My cousin loves you, Mistress Anne.
Aye, that I do, as well as I love any woman in Gloucestershire.
He shall maintain you as a gentlewoman.
Aye, that I will. Come cut or long tail, under the degree of a square.
Yes. He will make you 150 pounds joint.
Good Master Shallow, let him move for himself.
Oh, Mary, I thank you. I thank you for your good comfort. She calls you, cuz. Do it. I'm over here.
Now, Master Slender,
Now, good Mistress Anne,
what is your will?
my will? God's heart wings. That's a pretty jest indeed. I never made my will yet. I thank heaven. I am not such a sickly creature. I give heaven praise.
I mean, Master Slender, what would you with me?
Truly, for mine own part, I would have little or nothing with you. Your father and my uncle have made motions. If it be my luck, so. If not, happy man be his dole. They can tell you how things stand better than I can. You may ask your father. Here he comes. Now, Master Slender. Welcome, daughter Anne. Why, how now? What does Master Fenton here?
You wrong me, sir, thus to still haunt my house. I told you, sir, my daughter is disposed of.
Nay, Master Page, be not impatient.
Good Master Fenton, come not to my child.
She is no match for you.
Sir, will you hear me?
No, good Master Fenton. Master Shallow, in. Son, Slender, in. Knowing my mind, you wrong me, Master Fenton.
Speak to Mistress Page.
Good Mistress Page, for that I love your daughter in such a righteous fashion as I do, perforce, against all checks, rebukes, and manners, I must advance the colors of my love and not retire. Let me have your goodwill.
Good mother, do not marry me to yon fool.
I mean it not. I seek you a better husband.
That's my master, Master Doctor.
Alas, I had rather be set quick in the earth than boiled to death with turnips.
Trouble not yourself. Good Master Fenton, I will not be your friend nor enemy. My daughter will I question how she loves you, and as I find her, so am I affected. Until then, farewell, sir. She must needs go in. Her father will be angry.
Farewell, gentle mistress. Farewell, Nan.
This is my doing. Nay, says I, will you cast away your child on a fool and a physician? No, nay, look on Master Fenton. This is my doing.
I thank thee, and I pray thee once tonight, give my sweet Nan this ring. Here's for thy pains.
Well, heaven send thee good fortune. A kind heart he hath. A woman would run through fire and water for such a kind heart. But Anne loves him not, and I would my master had Mistress Anne. Or I would Master Slender had her. Or I would Master her in sooth, but speciously Master Fenton. I will do what I can for them all three, for so I have promised, and I'll be as good as my word. But speciously for Master Fenton. Oh, I must have another errand to Sir John Falstaff for my two mistresses. What a beast I am to slack it!
Bardolph! Bardolph, I say! Oh.
Here, sir.
Oh, fetch me a quart of sack. Oh, and put a toast in it. Oh, have I lived to be carried in a basket like a barrow of butcher's offal, to be thrown into the Thames? Well, if I be served such another trick, I'll have my brains taken out and buttered and given to a dog for a New Year's gift. Oh. Well, the rogues slighted me into the river with as little remorse as they would have drowned a blind bitch's puppies, 50 to the litter. And you may know by my size, I have kind of an alacrity in sinking. If the bottom were as deep as hell, I should down. I'd been drowned, but the shore was shelfy and shallow. A death I abhor. For the water swells a man. What a thing should I have been when I'd been swelled? I should have been a mountain of a mummy.
Here's Mistress Quickly, sir, to speak with you.
Oh, come, let me pour some sack into the Thames water. My belly's as cold as if I'd swallowed snowballs for pills to cool the rains. Oh, call her in.
Come in, woman!
By your leave, I cry you mercy. Give your worship good morrow.
Oh. Oh. Take these chalices away and go brew me a pottle of sack finally. Oh. How now?
Why, I come to your worship from Mistress Ford.
Mistress Ford? I've had Ford enough. I was thrown into the Ford. I had a belly full of Ford.
Why, sir, she laments for it, that it would yearn your heart to see it. Her husband goes this morning a-birding, and she would desire that you come once more to her between 8 and 9. I must carry her word quickly. Sir, she will make you amends. I warrant you.
Well, I will visit her. Tell her so. But better think what a man is. Let her consider his frailty, and then judge of my merits.
I will tell her.
Well, do so. Between 9 and 10, sayest thou?
8 and 9, sir.
Well, be gone. I will not miss her.
With you, sir.
I marvel I hear not from Master Brooke. He sent me word to stay within. Oh, I like his money well. Oh, here he comes.
Bless you, sir.
Now, Master Brooke, you come to hear what hath passed between me and Ford's wife.
That indeed, Sir John, is my business.
I will not lie to you, Master Brooke. I was at her house the hour she appointed me.
And sped you, sir?
Oh, very ill-favoredly, Master Brooke.
How so? Did she change her determination?
No, Master Brooke. But the peaking cornuto, her husband, Master Brooke, dwelling in a continual alarm of jealousy, comes to me in the instant of our encounter, after we had embraced, kissed, protested, and as it were spoke the prologue of our comedy. And at his heels a rabble of his companions, thither provoked and instigated by his distemper, and forsooth, to search his house for his wife's love.
What? While you were there?
While I was there!
And did he search for you and could not find you?
Well, you shall hear, Master Brooke. As good luck would have it, comes in one Mistress Page, gives intelligence of Ford's approach, and in her invention and Ford's wife's distraction, they conveyed me into a buck basket.
A buck basket?
By the Lord, a buck basket. Rammed me in with foul shirts and smoked socks, foul stockings, greasy napkins. But, Master Brooke, there was the rankest compound of villainous smell that ever offended nostril.
And how long lay you there?
Oh, nay, you shall hear, Master Brooke, what I have suffered to bring this woman to evil for your good. Being thus crammed in the basket, a couple of Ford's knaves, his hinds, were called forth by their mistress to carry me, in the name of foul clothes, to Datchet Lane. Oh, they took me on their shoulders and met the jealous knave, their master, in the door, who asked them once or twice what they had in their basket. Oh, I quaked with fear, lest the lunatic knave would have searched it. But fate, ordaining that he should be a cuckold, held his hand. Well, on went he for a search, and away went I for foul clothes. But mark the sequel, Master Brooke. I suffered the pangs of 3 several deaths. First, an intolerable fright to be detected with a jealous rotten bellwether. Next, to be encompassed like a good bilbo in the circumference of a peck, hilt to point, heel to head. And then to be stopped in like a strong distillation, with stinking clothes that fretted in their own grease. Think of that, Master Brooke. A man of my kidney. Think of that I'm as subject to heat as butter. A man of continual dissolution and thaw. It was a miracle to escape suffocation. And in the height of this bath, when I was more than half stewed in grease like a Dutch dish, to be thrown into the Thames and cooled glowing hot in that surge like a horseshoe. Think of that, hissing hot. Think of that, Master Brooke.
In good sadness, I am sorry that for my sake you have suffered all this. My suit, then, is desperate. You'll undertake her no more.
Oh, Master Brooke, I'll be thrown into Etna as I have been in Thames ere I will leave her thus. Her husband is this morning gone a-birding. I have received from her another embassy of meeting. 'Twixt 8 and 9 is the hour, Master Brooke.
'Tis past 8 already, sir.
Is it? Well, I will then address me to my appointment. Come you to me at your convenient leisure, and you shall know how I speed. And the conclusion shall be crowned with you enjoying her. Adieu. You shall have her, Master Brooke. Master Brooke, you shall cuckold Ford.
Oh. Ha. Is this a vision? Is this a dream? Do I sleep? Master Ford, awake! Awake, Master Ford! This, 'tis to be married. This, 'tis to have linens and buck baskets. Well, I will proclaim myself what I am. I will now take the ledger. He is at my house. He cannot escape me. It is impossible that he should. He cannot creep into a halfpenny purse, nor yet into a pepper box. But, lest the devil that guide him should aid him, I will search impossible places. Though what I am I cannot avoid, yet to be what I would not shall not make me tame. If I have horns to make one mad, let the proverb go with me. I'll be horn mad.
Is he at Master Ford's already, thinks thou?
Oh, sure he is by this, or will be presently. Oh, but truly he is very courageous mad about his throwing into the water. Oh, Mistress Ford would desire that you come suddenly.
I'll be with her by and by. I'll but bring my young man here to school. Ah, look where his master comes. 'Tis a playing day, I see. How now, Master Hugh? No school today?
No, Master Slender's let the boys leave to play.
Oh, blessing of his heart.
Sir Hugh, my husband thinks my son profits nothing in the world at his book. I pray you, ask him some questions in his accidents.
Come hither, William. Hold up your head, come.
Come on, sir, hold up your head. Answer your master, be not afraid.
William, how many numbers is in nouns?
2. Truly? Oh, I thought there had been one more, since they say odds nouns.
Peace your tattlings. What is fair, William?
Poker. Polecats? There are fairer things than polecats, sure.
You are a very simplicity woman. I pray you peace. What is lapis, William?
A stone?
And what is a stone, William?
A pebble.
No, it is lapis. I pray you remember in your praying.
Lapis.
That is good, William. What is he, William, that does lend articles?
Articles are borrowed of the pronoun and be thus declined singulariter nominativo hic hec hoc.
Nominativo hic hec hoc. Pray you mark genitivo huius. Well, what is your accusative case, William?
Accusativo hinc.
Have you remembrance, child? Accusative hung, hang, hog.
Hang hog is Latin for bacon. I warrant you.
Leave your prables, woman. What is your vocative case, William?
O vocativo o.
Remember, vocative is carrots.
And that's a good root.
Peace!
Woman, forbear. What is your genitive case plural, William?
Genitive case?
Aye.
Genitivo horum harum horum.
Oh, you do tell ill to teach the child such words. Oh, he teaches him to hick and to hack, which they will do fast enough of themselves. And to cry, horum, fie on you, sir.
Woman, art thou lunatics? Hast thou no understandings for the cases and the numbers of the genders? Thou art as foolish Christian creatures as I would desires.
Prithee, hold thy peace.
Show me now, William, some declensions of your pronouns.
Forsooth, I have forgot.
It is qui, quae, quod. If you forget your quees, your quays, and your quos, you must be preachers. Go your ways and play, go.
He is a better scholar than I thought he was.
Yes, a good sprag memory. Farewell, Mistress Page.
Adieu, good Sir Hugh. Get you home, boy. Come, we stay too long.
Mistress Ford, your sorrow hath eaten up my sufferance. I see you're obsequious in your love. and I profess requital to a hair's breadth, not only in the simple office of love, but in all the accoutrement, compliment, and the ceremony of it. But, are you sure of your husband now?
He's a birding, sweet Sir John.
What ho, gossip food, what ho!
Step into the chamber, Sir John.
How now, sweetheart? Who's at home besides yourself?
Why, none but my own people.
Indeed?
No, certainly. Speak louder.
Truly, I am so glad you have nobody at home.
Why?
Oh, why, woman, your husband's in his old loons again. He so takes on yonder with my husband, so rails against all married mankind, so curses all Eve's daughters of what complexion soever, and so buffets himself in the forehead, crying, Peer out! Peer out! That any madness I ever yet beheld seems but tameness, civility, and patience to this his distemper he is in now. I am glad the fat knight is not here.
Why? Does he talk of him?
Of none but him, and swears he was carried out the last time he searched for him in a basket. Protests to my husband that he is now here, and there will be here quick.
How near is he, Mistress Page?
At street end. He'll be here anon.
Oh, I am undone. The knight is here.
Oh, well then you are utterly shamed, and he's but a dead man. Oh, what a woman you are! Away with him! Away with him! Better shame than murder!
What should I do? Well, how should I bestow him? Shall I put him in the basket again?
Oh, no, I'll come no more in the basket. May I not go out ere he come?
I'll ask 3 of Master Ford's brothers, watch the door with pistols, that none shall issue out. Otherwise you might slip away ere he came. But what make you here?
What shall I do? I'll creep up into the chimney.
Oh, there they always use to discharge their birding pieces. I'll creep in the oven.
Oh, where is it?
Oh, nay, he will check there on my word. Why, neither press, coffer, chest, trunk, well, vault, but he hath an abstract for the remembrance of such places, and goes to them by his note. There is no hiding you in the house.
I'll go out then.
If you go out in your own semblance, you die, Sir John. Unless you go out disguised.
How might we disguise him?
Alas, the day I know not. There is no woman's gown big enough for him. Otherwise, he might put on a hat, a muffler, and a kerchief, and so escape.
Oh, good hearts, devise something, any extremity rather than a mischief.
Oh, my maid's aunt, the fat woman of Brentford, has a gown above.
On my word, it will serve him. She's as big as he is, and there's her thrummed hat and her muffler, too. Run up, Sir John!
Go, sweet Sir John. We'll bring linen for you straight.
Quick! We'll come dress you straight. Put on the gown the while.
I warrant my husband would but meet him in this state. He can't abide the old woman of Brentford. He swears she's a witch, forbade her my house, and hath threatened to beat her.
Heaven guide him to thy husband's cudgel, and the devil guide his cudgel afterwards.
But is my husband coming?
In good sadness is he, and talks of the basket too, howsoever he hath had intelligence.
We'll try that, for I'll appoint my men to carry the basket again, as they did last time, and meet him at the door with it.
Nay, but he'll be here presently. Let's go dress him like the witch of Brentford.
I'll first direct my men what they shall do with the basket. Go up. I'll bring linen for him straight.
Hang him, dishonest varlet. We cannot misuse him enough. We'll leave a proof by that which we will do. Wives may be merry, and yet honest too.
Go, sirs. Take this basket again on your shoulders. Your master is hard at door. If he bids you set it down, obey him. Quickly!
Come take it up again.
Oh, pray heaven it be not full of night again.
Ida's leaf bears so much lead, I hope not.
Aye, but if it prove true, Master Page, have you any way then to unfool me again? Set down the basket, villain. Somebody call my wife. youth in a basket. Oh, you Panderly rascals! There is a knot, a gang, a pack, a conspiracy against me. Now shall the devil be shamed. What, wife, I say? Come, come forth. Behold what honest clothes you send forth to bleaching.
Why, Master Ford, this passes. You're not to go loose any longer. You must be pinioned.
Well, this is lunatics. This is mad as a mad dog.
Indeed, Master Ford, this is not well. Indeed.
So say I too, sir. Oh, come hither, Mistress Ford. Mistress Ford, the honest woman, the modest wife, the virtuous creature that hath a jealous fool to her husband. I suspect without cause, mistress, do I?
Heaven be my witness, you do, if you suspect me in any dishonesty.
Well said, brazen face. Hold it out. Come forth, sirrah!
Why, this passes!
Are you not ashamed? Let the clothes alone.
I shall find you anon!
'Tis unreasonable. Will you take up your wife's clothes? Come away.
Empty the basket, I say.
Why, man, why?
Master Page, as I am a man, there was one conveyed out of my house yesterday in this basket. Why may he not be there again? In my house, I am sure he is. My intelligence is true. My jealousy is reasonable. Pluck me out all the linen.
If you find a man there, he shall die a flea's death.
Here's no man.
By my fidelity, this is not well, Master Ford. This wrongs you.
Master Ford, you must pray and not follow the imaginations of your own heart. This is jealousies.
Well, he's not here I seek for.
No, nor nowhere else, but in your brain.
Help to search my house this one time. If I find not what I seek, show no color for my extremity. Let me forever be your table sport. Let them say of me, as jealous as Ford, that searched a hollow walnut for his wife's leman. Satisfy me once more, search with me.
What ho, Mistress Page, come you and the old woman down. My husband will come into the chamber.
Old woman? What old woman's that?
Oh, why, my maid's aunt of Brentford.
A witch, a queen, an old cousin in queen. Have I not forbid her my house? Oh, she comes on errands, does she? We are simple men. We do not know what's brought to pass under the profession of fortune-telling. She works by charms, by spells, by the figure. And such dobbery as this is beyond our element. We know nothing. Come down, you witch! You hag, you! Come down, I say!
Nay, good sweet husband, oh good gentleman, let him not strike the old woman.
Come, Mother Pratt, give me your hand.
I'll prat her. Out of my doors, you witch! You hag, you polecat, you bigot, you ruffian! Out! Out! I'll fortune tell you! I'll conjure you!
Are you not ashamed? I think you killed the poor woman.
Nay, he will do it. 'Tis a goodly credit for you.
Hang her, witch!
Why, Joshua, I think the woman is a witch indeed. I like not when a woman has a great beard. I spy a great beard under his muffler.
Will you follow, gentlemen? See but the issue of my jealousy. If I cry out thus upon no trail, never trust me when I open again.
Let's obey his humor a little longer. Come, gentlemen.
Trust me, he beat him most pitifully.
Oh, nay, by the mass, that he did not. He beat him most unpitifully, methought.
I'll have the cudgel hallowed and hung o'er the altar. It hath done meritorious service.
What think you? May we, with the warrant of womanhood, and the witness of a good conscience pursue him with any further revenge.
The spirit of wantonness is sure scared out of him. If the devil have him not in fee simple, with fine and recovery, he will never, I think, in the way of waste, attempt us again.
Shall we tell our husbands how we have served him?
Yes, if it be but to scrape the figures out of your husband's brains. If the two of them can find in their hearts that the poor, unvirtuous fat knight shall be any further afflicted, we too will still be the ministers.
I warrant they'll have him publicly shamed, and methinks there's no period to the jest should he not be publicly shamed.
Come to the forge with it, then shape it. I would not have things cool.
Tis one of the best discretions of a woman as ever I did look upon.
And did he send you both these letters in an instant?
Within a quarter of an hour.
Pardon me, wife. Henceforth, do what thou wilt. I will rather suspect the sun with cold than thee with wantonness. Now, doth thine honor stand in him that was of late an heretic, as firm as faith?
'Tis well, no more. But be not as severe in submission as in offense. But let our plot go forward. Let our wives yet once again to make us public sport. Appoint a meeting with this old fat fellow, where we may take him and disgrace him for it.
There's no better way than that they spoke of.
How? To send him word they'll meet with him in the park at midnight? Fie, he'll never come.
You say he's been thrown in the rivers, and he's been grievously beaten as an old woman. Methinks he shall have terrors in him, and he shall not come. Methinks his flesh is punished, he shall have no desires.
So think I too.
Devise but what you will do with him when he comes, and let us too devise to bring him thither.
There is an old tale goes that Herne the Hunter, sometime a keeper here in Windsor Forest, doth all the winter time, at still midnight, walk round about an oak with great ragged horns, and there he blasts the tree and takes the cattle and makes the milk kine yield blood and shakes a chain in a most hideous and dreadful manner. You have heard of such a spirit, and well you know the superstitious idle-headed eld received and to deliver to our age this tale of Herne the Hunter for a truth.
Why, yet there want not many that do fear in deep of night to walk by this Herne's oak. But what of this?
Marry, this is our device. That Falstaff at that oak shall meet with us, disguised like Herne, with huge horns on his head.
Well, let it not be doubted that he'll come. And in this shape, when you have brought him hither, what shall be done with him? What is your plot?
That likewise have we thought upon, and thus. Nan Page, my daughter, and my little son, and 3 or 4 more of their growth, will dress like urchins, offs, and fairies, green and white, with rounds of waxen tapers on their heads and rattles in their hands. Upon a sudden, as Falstaff, she and I are newly met, let them from forth a saw pit rush at once with some diffused song. Upon their sight, we too in great amazedness will fly. Then let them all encircle him about, and fairy-like to pinch the unclean knight, and ask him why that hour of fairy revel in their so sacred paths he dares to tread and shape profane.
Until he tell the truth, let these supposed fairies pinch him sound and burn him with their tapers.
The truth being known, we'll all present ourselves, dishorn the spirit, and mock him home to Windsor.
The children must be well practiced to this, or they'll ne'er do it.
Oh, I will teach the children their behaviors. And I will be Dr. Jackanapes also, to burn the night with my taper.
That will be excellent. I will go buy them vizards.
My Nan shall be the queen of the fairies, finally attired in a robe of white.
That silk will I go buy. Go, send to Falstaff straight.
Oh, nay, I'll to him again in name of Brooke. He'll tell me all his purpose. Sure, he'll come.
Fear not you that. Go, get us properties and tricking for our fairies.
Let us about it. This is admirable pleasures and very honest knaveries.
Go, Mistress Ford. Send quickly to Sir John to know his mind. I'll to the doctor. He hath my goodwill, none but he, to marry with Nan Page. That slender, though well landed, is an idiot. And he my husband best of all effects. The doctor is well moneyed, and his friends potent at court. He, none but he, shall have her, though 20,000 worthier come to crave her.
What wouldst thou have, boar? What thick skin? Speak, breathe, discuss. Brief, short, quick, snap.
Marry, sir, I come to speak with Sir John Falstaff from Master Slender.
Ah, there's his chamber, his house, his castle, his standing bed and truckle bed. 'Tis painted about with the story of the prodigal, fresh and new. Go knock and call. He'll speak like an Anthropophaginian unto thee. Go knock, I say.
There is an old woman, a fat woman, gone up into his chamber. I'll be so bold as stay, sir, till she come down. I come to speak with her indeed.
A fat woman, huh? The knight may be robbed. I'll call. Bully knight! Bully Sir John! Speak from thy lungs militarily. Art thou there? It is thine host, thine Ephesian calls.
How now, mine host?
Here's a Bohemian Tartar tarries the coming down of thy fat woman. Let her descend, bully, let her descend. My chambers are honorable. Fie, privacy, fie!
Oh, there was, mine host, an old fat woman even now with me, but she's gone.
Pray you, sir, was it not the wise woman of Brentford?
Aye, Mary, it was, Musselshell. What would you with her?
My master, sir, Master Slender, sent to her, seeing her go through the streets, to know, sir, whether one Nym, sir, that beguiled him of a chain, had the chain or no.
I spake with the old woman about it.
And what says she, I pray you, sir?
Mary, she says that the very same man that beguiled Master Slender of his chain cozened him of it.
I would I could have spoken with the woman herself. I had other things to have spoken with her, too, from him.
Well, what are they? Let us know.
Aye, come quick.
I may not conceal them, sir.
Conceal them, or thou diest.
Why, sir, they were nothing but about Mistress Anne Page to know whether it was my master's fortune to have her or no.
'Tis his fortune.
What, sir?
To have her or no. Go, say the woman told me so.
May I be bold to say so, sir?
Aye, sir, like who nor bold?
I thank your worship. I shall make my master glad with these tidings.
Thou art clerkly, Sir John. Was there a wise woman with thee?
Why, that there was, mine host, and one that hath taught me more wit than ever I learned before in my life. And I paid nothing for it either, but was paid for my learning.
Out alas, sir! Cousinage, mere cousinage!
Where be my horses? Speak well of them, Varletto!
Run away with the cousiners! For so soon as I came beyond Eton, they threw me off from behind one of them in a slough of mire and said spurs and away, like 3 German devils, 3 Dr. Faustuses.
Hue and cry, villain, go! Assist me, Sir Knight, I am undone! Fly! Run! Hue and cry, villain, I am undone! Ah! Ah!
I would all the world might be cozened, for I've been cozened and beaten too. Oh, if it should come to the ear of the court how I have been transformed and how my transformation hath been washed and cudgeled, they would melt me out of my fat drop by drop and lick a fisherman's boots with me. I warrant they would whip me with their fine wits till I were as crestfallen as a dried pear. Oh, I've never prospered since I forswore myself at Primero. Well, if my wind were but long enough to say my prayers, I would repent. Oh, now whence come you?
From the 2 parties, forsooth.
Well, the devil take one party, and the damn his damn the other, so they shall both be bestowed. I have suffered more for their sakes, more than the villainous inconstancy of man's disposition is able to bear.
And have not they too suffered? Why, yes, I warrant especially one of them. Mistress Ford, good heart is beaten black and blue, that you cannot see a white spot about her.
What tellest thou me of black and blue? I was beating myself into all the colors of the rainbow, and was like to be apprehended for the witch of Brentford, but that my admirable dexterity of wit, my counterfeiting the action of an old woman, delivered me. The knave constable had set me in the stocks, in the common stocks, for a witch.
Oh! Why, sir, let me speak with you in your chamber. You shall hear how things go. And I warrant to your content. Here is a letter that will say somewhat. Good hearts, what to do here is to bring you together. Sure, one of you does not serve heaven well, that you are so crossed.
Go. Come up into my chamber.
Master Fenton, speak not to me. My mind is heavy. I will give over all.
Yet hear me speak. Assist me in my purpose, and as I am a gentleman, I'll give thee £100 in gold more than your loss.
I will hear thee, Master Fenton, and I will at the least keep thy counsel.
From time to time I have acquainted you with the dear love I bear to fair Anne Page, who mutually hath answered my affection, so far forth as herself might be her chooser, even to my wish. I have a letter from her, of such contents as you will wonder at, the mirth whereof so larded with my matter that neither singly can be manifest without the show of both. Fat Falstaff hath a great scene, the image of the jest. I'll show you here at large. Hark, good mine host, tonight, at Herne's Oak, just twixt 12 and 1, must my sweet Nan present the Fairy Queen. The purpose why is here, in which disguise, while other jests or something rank on foot, her father hath commanded her to slip away with Slender, and with him at Eton immediately to marry. She hath consented. Now, sir, her mother, ever strong against that match, and firm for Dr. Caius, hath appointed that he shall likewise shuffle her away, while other sports are tasking of their minds, and at the deanery where a priest attends straight marry her. To this her mother's plot she seemingly obedient likewise hath made promise to the doctor. Now thus it rests. Her father means she shall be all in white, and in that habit when Slender sees his time to take her by the hand and bid her go, she shall go with him. Her mother hath intended, the better to denote her to the doctor, for they must all be masked and visited, that quaint and green she shall be loose and robed, with ribbons pendant flaring about her head. And when the doctor spies his vantage ripe, to pinch her by the hand, and on that token the maid hath given consent to go with him.
Well, which means she to deceive, father or mother?
Both, my good host, to go along with me. And here it rests, that you'll procure the vicar to stay for me at church twixt 12 and 1, and, in the lawful name of marrying, to give our hearts united ceremony.
Well, husband your device. I'll to the vicar. Bring you the maid, you shall not lack a priest.
So shall I evermore be bound to thee. Besides, I'll make a present recompense.
Prithee, no more prattling, go! I'll hold. Well, this is the third time. Hope good luck lies in odd numbers. Away I go. They say there's divinity in odd numbers, either in nativity, chance, or death. Away!
Oh, I'll provide you a chain, and I'll do what I can to get you a pair of horns.
Away, I say! Time wears. Hold up your head and mince. Oh, that woman. Oh. Oh, how now, Master Brooke? Master Brooke, the matter shall be known tonight or never. Be you in the park about midnight, near Herne's Oak, and you shall see wonders.
Went you not to her yesterday, sir, as you told me you had appointed?
I went to her, Master Brooke, as you see, like a poor old man. But I came from her, Master Brooke, like a poor old woman. Well, that same knave Ford, her husband, had the finest mad devil of jealousy in him that ever governed frenzy, Master Brooke. I will tell you, he beat me grievously in the shape of a woman. For in the shape of a man, I fear not Goliath with a weaver's beam, because I know also that life is a shuttle. Oh, I'm in haste. Go along with me, Master Brooke. I will tell you all. Oh, since I plucked geese, played truant, and whipped top, I knew not what 'twas to be beaten till lately. Oh, follow. I will tell you strange things of this knave Ford, on whom tonight I shall be revenged, and I will deliver his wife into your hands. Follow! Strange things in hand, Master Brooke. Follow!
Come. Come. We'll couch o'er the castle ditch till we see the light of our fairies. Remember, son Slender, my daughter.
I have spoken with her, and we have a nay word how we shall know one another. I come to her in white and cry, Mum, and she cries, budget. And by that we shall know one another.
That's good too, but what needs either your mom or her budget? The white will decipher you well enough. It has struck 10 o'clock.
The night is dark. Lighted spirits will become it well. Heaven prosper our sport. No man means evil but the devil, and we shall know him by his horns. Let's away. Follow me.
Master Doctor, my daughter is in green. When you see your time, take her by the hand, away with her to the deanery, and dispatch it quickly. Go before into the park. We two must go together.
I know what I have to do. Adieu.
Fare you well, sir. My husband will not rejoice so much at the abuse of Falstaff as he will chafe at the doctor's marrying my daughter. But 'tis no matter. Better a little chiding than a great deal of heartbreak.
Where is Nan now and her troop of fairies and the good Sir Hugh?
They are all couched in a pit hard by Herne's Oak, with obscured lights, which at the very instant of Falstaff's and our meeting, they will at once display to the knight.
That cannot choose but amaze him.
If he be not amazed, he will be mocked. If he be amazed, he will every way be mocked.
We will betray him finely.
Against such lewdsters and their lechery, those that betray them do no treachery.
The hour draws on. To the oak, to the oak.
The Windsor bell hath struck 12. The minute draws on. Now the hot-blooded gods assist me. Remember, Jove, thou wast a bull for thy Europa. Love set on thy horns. Oh, powerful love, that in some respects makes a beast a man, in some other a man a beast. You were also, Jupiter, a swan for the love of Leda. Oh, omnipotent love, how near the god approached the complexion of a goose. Oh, a fault done first in the form of a beast. Oh, Jove, a beastly fault. And then another fault in the semblance of a fowl. Think on it, Jove. A foul fault. Oh, when gods have hot backs, what shall poor men do? For me, I am here, a Windsor stag, and the fattest, I think, in the forest. Who comes here? My doe?
Sir John, art thou there, my dear? My male dear?
My doe with a black scut.
Mistress Page has come with me, sweetheart.
Oh, divide me like a bride buck. Each a haunch. I'll keep my sides to myself, my shoulders for the fellow of this walk, and my horns I bequeath your husbands. Am I a woodsman? Speak I like Herne the hunter? Oh, now is Cupid a child of conscience? Oh. He makes restitution. Oh, as I am a true spirit, welcome.
Alas! What noise? Heaven forgive our sins!
What should this be?
Away! Away!
Oh! I think the devil will not have me damned, lest the oil that's in me should set all hell on fire. Would never else cross me thus.
Fairies! Black, gray, green, and white. You moonshine revelers and shades of night. You orphan heirs of fixed destiny. Attend your office and your quality. Crier Hobgoblin, make the fairy oys.
Elves, list your names. Silence, you airy toys. Cricket, to Windsor chimneys shalt thou leap, where fires thou find'st unraked and hearths unswept. There pinch the maids as blue as bilberry, for our radiant queen hates sluts and sluttery.
They are fairies. He that speaks to them shall die. I'll wink and couch no man their works must eye.
Where's Bede? Go you, and where you find a maid, that ere she sleeps has thrice her prayers said, raise up the organs of her fantasy, sleep she as sound as careless infancy. But those that sleep and think not on their sins, pinch them, arms, legs, backs, shoulders, sides, and shins.
About! Search Windsor Castle, elves, within and out. Strew good luck, elves, on every sacred room, that it may stand till the perpetual doom, in state as wholesome as in state 'tis fit. Worthy the owner and the owner it. Away, disperse! But, till 'tis 1 o'clock, our dance of custom round about the oak of Herne the Hunter, let us not forget.
Pray you, lock hand in hand, yourselves in order set, and 20 glowworms shall our lanterns be, to guide our measure round about the tree. But stay, I smell a man of Middle Earth.
Oh, heavens defend me from that Welsh fairy, lest he transform me to a piece of cheese.
A worm! Thou wast o'erlooked even in thy birth.
With trial fire, touch me his finger end. If he be chaste, the flame will back descend and turn him to no pain. But if he start, it is the flesh of a corrupted heart.
A trial, come.
Come, will this wood take fire?
Corrupt, and tainted in desire. About him, fairies, sing a scornful rhyme, and as you trip, still pinch him to your time. Fie on sinful fantasy! Fie on lust and luxury! Lust is but a bloody fire, kindled with unchaste desire. Begging hearts whose flames aspire, as thoughts do blow them higher and higher. Pinch him, fairies, mutually! Pinch him for his villainy! Pinch him and burn him and turn him about! So candles and starlight and moonshine be out!
Nay, do not fly. I think we have watched you now. Will none but Herne the Hunter serve your turn?
I pray you come. Hold up the jest no higher. Now, good Sir John, how like you Windsor wives? See you these, husband? Do not these fair yokes become the forest better than the town?
Now, sir, who's a cuckold now? Master Brooke, Falstaff's a knave, a cuckoldly knave. Here are his horns, Master Brooke. And, Master Brooke, he hath enjoyed nothing of Ford's but his buck-basket, his cudgel, and 20 pounds of money, which must be paid to Master Brooke. His horses are arrested for it, Master Brooke.
Oh, Sir John, we have had ill luck. We could never meet. I will never take you for my love again, but I will always count you my dear.
I do begin to perceive I am made an ass.
Aye, and an ox, too. Both the proofs are extant.
Oh, and these are not fairies? I was 3 or 4 times in the thought they were not fairies. And yet the guiltiness of my mind, the sudden surprise of my powers, the grossness of the foppery into a received belief, in spite of the teeth of all rhyme and reason, that they were fairies. See now how wit may be made a jack when 'tis upon ill employment.
Sir John Falstaff, serve God and leave your desires, and fairies will not pinch you.
Well said, Fairy Hugh.
And leave your jealousies too, I pray you.
I will never mistrust my wife again, till thou art able to woo her in good English.
Have I laid my brain in the sun and dried it, that it lacks matter to prevent so gross o'erreaching as this? Am I ridden with a Welsh goat, too? 'Tis time I were choked with a piece of toasted cheese.
Caesar's not good to give butter. Your belly is all butter.
Cheese and butter? Have I lived to stand at the taunt of one that makes fritters of English? Oh, this is enough to be the decay of lust and late walking through the realm.
Why do you think, Sir John, that though we would have the virtue out of our hearts by the head and shoulders, and would have given ourselves without scruple to hell, that ever the devil could have made you our delight?
What? A hodge pudding? A bag of flats?
A puffed man?
old, cold, withered, and of intolerable entrails.
And one that is as slanderous as Satan.
And as poor as Joe.
And as wicked as his wife.
And given to fornications and to taverns and sack and wine, to drinking, swearing, starings, pribbles and prabbles.
I am your theme. You have the start of me. I am dejected. I am unable to answer the Welsh flannel. Oh, use me as you will.
Oh, Merry sir, we'll bring you to Windsor, to one Master Brooke, whom you have cozened of money, to whom you should have been a pander. Over and above that you have suffered. I think to repay that sum will be a biting affliction.
Nay, husband, let that go to make amends. Forgive that sum, and so we'll all be friends.
Well, here's my hand. All is forgiven at last.
And yet be cheerful, knight. Thou shalt eat a posset tonight at my house, where I will desire thee to laugh at my wife that now laughs at thee. Tell her Master Slender hath married her daughter.
Doctors doubt that. If Anne Page be my daughter, she is by this Dr. Caius's wife.
Well, hello, Father Page.
Son, how now? How now, son? Have you dispatched?
Dispatched. I'll make the best in Gloucestershire know of it. Would I were hanged, else.
Of what, son?
I came yonder to eat and to marry Mistress Anne Page. And she's a great loverly boy.
What?
If it had not been in the church, I would have thrashed him. Or he would have thrashed me. If I had not thought it had been an Anne Page, I would not have stirred. And 'tis a postmaster's boy.
What? Upon my life, then you took the wrong.
What need you tell me that? I think so when I take a boy for a girl. If I had been married to him, for he came all in a woman's apparel, I would not have had him.
Why, this is your own folly. Did I not tell you how you should know my daughter by her garments?
I came to her in white, and I cried, Mum, and she cried, budget, as Anne and I had appointed. And yet, it is not Anne, but a postmaster's boy.
Good George, be not angry. I knew of your purpose, turned my daughter into green, and indeed she is now with the doctor at the deanery, and they're married.
There is Mr. Sponge! Ah, by God, I am cozened! I have married un garçon, a boy! Ah, my God, un peasant, a boy! Ah, it is no time page. By God, I am cozened!
Did you take her in green?
And by God, it is a boy! Ah, I shall raise all of Windsor! Ah.
This is strange. Who hath got the right Anne?
My heart misgives me. Here comes Master Fenton. How now, Master Fenton?
Pardon, good father, good mother, pardon.
Mistress, how come you not with Master Slender?
Why went you not with Master Doctor Maid?
You do amaze her. Hear the truth of it. You would have married her most shamefully where there was no proportion held in love. The truth is, she and I long since contracted are now so sure nothing can dissolve us. The offense is wholly she hath committed, and this deceit loses the name of craft, of disobedience or unduteous title, since therein she doth evitate and shun 1,000 irreligious cursed hours which forced marriage would have brought upon her.
Stand not amazed. Here's no remedy. In love, the gods themselves do guide the state. Money buys land, but wives are sold by fate.
Well, I am glad, though you've ta'en a special stand to strike at me, that your arrow has glanced.
Well, what remedy? What can, Master Fenton? Heaven give thee joy. What cannot be eschewed must be embraced.
Well, when night dogs run, all sorts of deer are chased.
Well, I will muse no further. Master Fenton, heaven give you many, many merry days. Good husband, let us everyone go home and laugh this sport o'er by a country fire. Sir John and all.
Let it be so. And Sir John, to Master Brooke you yet shall keep your word. For tonight, he shall lie with Mistress Ford.
Thank you for joining us for the Merry Wives of Windsor. We appreciate your support. Please visit us next year for Julius Caesar,